What is going on, people? It is.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's Monday night, right? It's Monday.
I think so.
We're
It can't be Monday night. We're here.
We are here. We are
Wait,
here.
are we
folks.
live? Are we live? We don't have like another 5 minutes.
I think we're. I remember hitting a button. I don't remember
Okay.
which button it was.
Well, then we can just hang out and talk for a little bit more then, right?
Yeah, something like
totally.
that. Something like
Alright.
that. Guys, it's Monday night. It's How I Nerd. It's time for Neural Nexus. So life has been taking a beating on this channel with everything going on with COVID, my family, and my job, other people's, on the staff. We've missed some shows, and believe me, it hurts us all. We all enjoy playing, and but we're doing our best during this difficult time. We try to put on a good show for you guys, across all our shows. So thank you for your patience, and thank you being there every time we go live. You guys are the best, and I appreciate you. So tonight we are starting episode 13. The Redcoats are coming. Oh, one of them's already here, so
Let's pitch some tea into the river.
That's gonna be a hell of a thumbnail to make.
that is going to be a hell of a thumbnail, Anton.
Thanks.
Quick, someone microwave some tea water.
You don't commit such a heresy in the stream.
Oh my god. If you made tea in the harbor now, you would literally get AIDS. So it's bad. It's bad.
If
You
you're
would
lucky,
die
if
instantly.
you're lucky.
Yeah.
If you're lucky. Atomic can attest to that as well. I mean,
You can never see what's. I have like 4 legs below this level, just because I was near it. You just never
I was
see it.
near it.
because he was near it.
Yeah.
God, I love you guys.
All right, guys, it is Monday night. It is time to get back into Neural Nexus Zero. It's really good to see everybody. Thank you. You guys are wonderful, us, and I really appreciate it. So, without further ado, I'd like to ask the cast how they're doing. Let's start with Anton tonight. Anton, how are you feeling, and what's going on with you, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Wasn't for a little bit, but doing a lot better now.
Woohoo!
The podcast, Tabletop Tavern 1 and Neural Nexus are now completely up to date. Same with, and on YouTube, we're also completely up to date. So we're moving on to Tabletop Tavern 2 next. So the podcast viewers will get a chance to listen to that if they don't get to tune into the shows.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, it's been chill, and we're just making some progress. Yeah.
I actually went to the website today and updated the website. A couple of the plugins were broken, so howinerd.com for all the How I Nerd media. It is back up and running. There was a couple broke. It was PHP broke. It was fun.
Oh, the horror.
Why PHP? It's 2020. Jesus Christ. All right, let's go over to Xero. Xero, how you doing today? What's going on with you, and what's been happening in your life?
I'm doing pretty good. Things have just been interesting, man. Trying to get ready for my son's 3rd birthday, which will be coming up this week. Doing a lot of creator stuff and stuff behind the scenes, and trying to keep things in order with like the whole homestead going on, with the whole COVID thing going on, and looking forward to the show and hanging out with my boys here and having fun with the community. Hi guys, missed y'all.
Hello.
And just trying to keep myself as busy as possible to kind of ignore all the BS that's going on, and just life, brother.
Life. Yep, I hear that. All right, let's jump over to Loken. Let's go over to Mr. David Greyson. Check in with you and see how you're doing.
I'm not doing too badly, thank you. It's good to be back, of course. It's always nice to be able to get back with the guys, as I said whilst we were waiting for the show to go live. It's just I missed you guys, I've got to be honest. As for me, I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. Been playing Ghost of Tsushima all last week and been enjoying being a samurai. So yeah, all is well on the home front.
How is it? Like, honestly.
It's an incredible game. There's no doubt about it. I've been gushing over it to anybody who asks me about it. It is an absolute gaming event, and anybody who can get their hands on or get an opportunity to play the game needs to, because it is that good.
Hashtag sponsored stream.
I wish. I wish
I
they
was waiting
sponsored me.
for it.
No, that
I
one,
was
that one I had to buy my own dollary dues. That one. Oof. That's what I can say.
Where's Decipher with the Razor plug?
Right. He's actually playing D&D. He's playing Starfinder right now. I do know this. So, all right, let's jump over to let's go over to James Dunn. Dr. James Dunn.
Dr. James, I didn't
Doctor.
go to school for 13 years to be called James Dunn, okay?
It's true. My apologies.
I'm doing good. I'm going back to school, luckily not physically because I don't want to get COVID. So we're online, so it's making it a little easier. So I don't have to travel back and forth to school because I'm going to do training online and doing everything, all the setups online, or at least for the first month, maybe probably 2 online as well. So that's going to be easier. I've got some crazy things in my personal life, which is we were pre-approved for a house for a mortgage for my wife and I. So we got a realtor who's immediately found a house and just like, you want to come see it? It's a USDA loan, so it's a very specific location we have to get to, and it's our first house. So we're nervous, but we're looking forward to that whole process. And then, of course, blaming all of you wonderful folks at the Pride of Laconia, specifically your Commissar, Grand General, Admiral of the universe, I've fallen down the rabbit hole of Warhammer 40K. So I've been doing all that kind of stuff. As for who Dr. James Dunn is doing, he's doing really good. Last time we left him, he's finally got to be the big shot with the muscle behind it. So,
AKA he hid in the corner while everyone else did something.
yes, and now he's interrogating people. Who
You were
who
talking
has
to
no
some
power
old
against
lady
him.
about her like pasta recipe in the corner, and you're just like, everyone else just you go do the thing.
Go kill them.
Yeah.
Hurt them.
And you-
Hurt them.
Wow. Okay.
Yep, that's how that worked.
Okay. Crystal Method. Jesse Rains.
Hey,
Atomic Zero.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Okay, but yeah, no, so I kind of have similar news in the sense that I'm in the process of actually closing on a house, so I should hopefully start moving in at the end of August and fully be in September sometime, which is awesome. Let's see.
Let me know.
Recently,
I don't offer this to
Go on.
many people. Let me know if you need a hand, okay?
will do. I know you're definitely in the neighborhood. You're one of the few people who generally know where it is.
Yeah.
So we'll keep it at that. But recently started another little cool project with Dr. James Dunn, who didn't go to school for 14 years, not to be called out for it, which we did a little bit of a session for. That was a lot of fun. Just had my first session 0 with the cast of Ripples of the Gray, the How I Nerd Star Wars project that is ongoing, which we're not announcing the cast just yet, so all you all can stay on for that. And Jesse is a little bit peeved because he spent like 10 minutes rolling around in like viscera trying to get up when he failed to try to find like a pistol on the ground. So he's having a very bad night.
Okay. Just a bad night?
I forgot to mention that on Saturday, if you want to see Mr. Jesse Rains and myself in our Star Wars game, our episode 0 is broadcasting on this Saturday.
Oh,
So-
excellent. What
so that
time?
you can tell. At 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, which should be about 6 p.m. British summertime. So it's only about a 2-hour broadcast, so it's not too long, and you should be definitely checking that out. So
I will.
I play the exact opposite of what I do now.
exactly.
I will be there with bells on.
Woo!
It is our pre-recorded one. It's the one we just did last week. So it's going to be a pre-recorded live, but I'll be in the chat, and a couple of the cast members will be as well to kind of hang out.
I'll come
and
hang
chat,
out.
So
I'll come hang out if we're not out and about. Otherwise, I will watch it. I'll support your local streamer, guys. Support them.
Woo! Ow!
So looks like somebody has not connected to the game yet. That would be our
That'd probably be
doctor,
me.
our resident doctor.
It should have been connected. There we go.
So with me, work has been work. I've been extremely busy. We're looking at a couple life changes as well. Funny enough, I just got pre-qualified for a mortgage. I am looking to buy a house as well. So things are going on. Work has been work. I am so the format of tonight's show is going to be slightly different than usual. We're going to play directly through until 11 o'clock because I have to get up at 4:30 a.m. I was up at 4:30 a.m. today. I wanted to take a nap before tonight, but that did not happen because life. So we are going to play from about 5 minutes from now until 11 p.m. with no break, and we're gonna stop then tonight, guys. I really wanted to play, and I know the cast wanted to play, and I know you guys wanted to see us play. So we wanted to at least do something tonight. But unfortunately, the day job pays the bills, keeps the lights on, keeps the family fed. So I am tied to that for this moment until we all become rock stars. So, which is any day now.
Soon.
Absolutely.
The one caveat to that is Xero, CykloneJack has a lot of thunder and lightning rolling through his area. So if we lose him, we'll do our best tonight. So, but you know what? Ideally, we're just here to play games and have fun with you guys. So let's get that started. Once everybody gets in, I'm gonna need a rule. Is it not letting you in, James Dunn?
Oh, it should have let me in. I'm loading in right now. It looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, I hit the load in. It wasn't letting me in earlier, so it should be coming.
Don't worry, Jesse. James Dunn. Jesse is gonna be doing the recap. So.
Yeah, I wrote a 2.
Oh, it's okay. Here we go. I got this.
Only underachievers can get past me.
Oh, all right, here comes the 1. 16. Nope.
Very nice.
By the Invisible Man.
By the Invisible Man, because he hadn't grabbed his character yet. That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah. Therefore, I think James technically didn't roll yet. So.
Really grasping at straws.
I'll do it again. 18. I got better than last time.
Ew, cheater. It's all rigged. He's cheating a PlayStation. Okay. All right. So, last week, the group started off with finishing off our dealings with Zeratis Karate. I'm guessing it's not karate. I spelled that very, very wrong. But we finished our debate with Zeratis, who's kind of the head of the crime family for the area of Boston we're in. He offered us 9,000 credits each.
No.
Yes, each.
No.
Totally. It's in the notes. It's completely.
2,000 credits total? Was it 2,000 credits total?
Basically 9,000 credits to halt our search for. Oh my God! Why am I blanking on her name?
You grew up with her, and
Lorna.
You're forgetting it. There you go. There you go.
I have too much
drugs.
It's all the drugs. You're lucky I write things down. Oh yeah, Lorna. Basically, it's up for Lorna and accept his deal, which the group ultimately decided to. The group kind of had a few dealings after that. Kind of dropped them off for some food. They talked to a lovely woman named Shiver, who I specifically have underlined as is a babe underline. That might be jesting creeping out, but talking with Shiver, the group found out that various women of the street are scared. There seems like there's something going on that they need basically to be protection from, and there's somebody kind of like called like the Redcoats going around that are muddling everything up. James calls Long Talk about the Redcoats to see what he can find out. And he kind of let us know that they're trying to like basically butt their way into a lot of different things, basically trying to throw money around to get into the building. Actually, we at least me, a protein shake, and my dog Davey all live in that. They're actually trying to move in and like get everyone out of the building. So we went inside of the said building to try to figure out what was going on, where we were talking to this lovely old lady about her discussion with these Redcoats when somebody threw a door. And various things happened since then, including Davey murdering a guy with a stun baton through basically caving in his chest and other various not random acts of violence, deliberate acts of violence.
He deserved it.
Yeah, he did. Where finally one of them got left living, and he offered to help us out in exchange for not death. So fun times.
You forgot one thing. There was a some medical malpractice that happened too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I made a very common mistake of thinking that a birthmark was deadly cancer that was going to kill a woman. All right, to an older woman, but to be fair, I am not a dermatologist.
What is your specialty as a doctor? Let's clarify this.
I mean, other than obviously, you know, he's just really good at everything except dermatology.
Dermatology, that's the exception. Okay.
Yeah, his interest was always in like the medical side of cybernetics as well. So it's more like focusing on like installing and replacing parts.
Okay.
In a pinch, he can do surgery, I guess, but he's more like, hey, you got a bullet wound, here you go. And also like, hey, let me remove your leg and put a nice shiny new one on there, you know, kind of thing.
Okay, so that's your focus.
I half expected you to say that you were like a vet, that you're just saying you're a doctor.
I mean, he never finished his residency, so
there you go.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Was that a liter of cola? Are you drinking a liter of cola right now, Dr. James Dunn?
Oh boy.
Diet cola.
Do we have liter of cola?
I don't want a large. I want a liter of cola.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You all.
Oh, wow.
Is there a spit in my burger?
Yeah.
So irresponsible.
For a cop.
I kind of sort of when I was in high school was kind of in around the area they filmed it, so that's all I heard for 4 years.
Yeah,
so it was great.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, they just did the second one locally too.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So if you guys are new to the channel, if you just follow the channel, if you are a subscriber or if you are in here long enough supporting the channel, talking with the other members of chat, you know, asking questions, that kind of thing, you guys earn points on the channel. Those Twitch points can be redeemed to give in this specific game here tonight. You can buy a Benny for one of the players or myself. Don't forget, you can buy it for the DM. And Nate, I see what you did there. You're dead to me. So what that does, what a Benny does is allows a player, because we can use the Savage World system for this particular game tonight. That Benny allows the player to re-roll a skill check, among other things, and it's really beneficial to the players. In this Real Sling Savage Worlds, every night the players start with 3 bennies automatically. However, we don't do that. The only bennies we have are generated by our audience, you guys out there in our community. So think about that. Subs and Patreon subscribers get 1 for every one of our shows automatically, but you can earn points for free and participate as well just by being here and hanging out with this wonderful cast and myself. So what I'm about to do is I'm going to read off the current bennies that we have listed, and I will drop those on you guys. Let's start out with, all right. Oh wait, the first one, +1 to Mike from Gardener Girl, +1 to Mike from Gardener Girl's sub Patreon, +1 to Xero from Bat Duck, +1 to, who else? What's the next one? I gotta drop this on the table. Benny to Loken from Breaker of Legends. Dave, there you go. Benny to Jesse from Luna for her sub.
Thanks, Luna.
Benny to James from Wolf's Blood.
You rock, Wolf's Blood.
He does. Benny to David from Wolf's Blood for his Patreon.
Thank you, sir.
I gotta get some music going. I don't know what's going on with this music. There we go. Let's see. I just did that one. Benny to Anton from Qua, man. Benny to Xero from High Rat Text Corpse is the actual text that Luna did. Benny to Xero from Elfie. Benny to two Bennies to Jesse from Nate for sub and Patreon.
Woo! Thanks, Nate. Whoever you may or may not be.
Benny to Jesse from Amanda for her sub. And a Benny to Xero from Amanda for the Patreon. And then let's look at the point redemption and see if we have anything in the queue for that. All right, what do we have here? David Greyson from Marshmallow Rampage.
Your tribute has been noted.
Oh, guys, we have another thing in the queue, just so you know.
Ooh.
Would you like to know what that is?
You said it too cheerfully. I don't want to know.
That's going to be a random encounter from Gamer Lam Luna.
Oh, I saw that go in. I didn't know if that actually was going to stick or not.
Yeah.
Random encounter.
Quick, mods, get in there, delete it.
Quick, mods, get in there.
I can't do
and
the random
delete.
encounter music, but
Oh, from Final Fantasy?
yeah.
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 I already know the main combat theme. That's it. Final Fantasy VII. Played it.
All right. So I want to put this in perspective. I want to put so James Dunn, you currently have 8 bennies. Jesse Raines, you have 19. Anton, you have 13. David Greyson, you have 26. And Xero has 39.
Excellent.
We have to figure out a way for these to be used more because you know what? I know what it is. I'm just gonna have to throw bigger and badder guys at you. That's easy.
Exactly.
Simple.
If you
Simple.
do that, I'm gonna need a bigger gun.
Just put us in a hallway with a Gatling gun, and we just have to burn bennies in a hope to live.
But the Gatling gun, I'll just dodge all of them because I'm that dexterous, and I'll just smack him again and cave his chest in with a bounce thumb.
There you go.
I say, to be fair, we burned the heck out of our bennies in the last 2 sessions. It's just been a while. I had like 17 bennies and Xero had like 50 or something like that. He used like most of his or at least a third of his bennies last session alone for that combat.
I tried forever to try to penetrate a guy's armor, and then I'm just like, no.
It's not.
No.
Yeah, like no.
I'm just sad.
No. All right. So we ready to get into it, guys?
We are. I think
Yes.
I am anyway.
I think so,
All righty then. Nexus initiation complete. When last we left off, our party was in the hallway with a scared member of the Redcoats, an initiate into the Redcoats, and our party was interrogating him via the terrifying face of Dr. James Dunn, maybe with a couple guys standing behind him. The party was trying to extract information from this gang member, this street tough, and trying to get more information on the Redcoats. And the aforementioned thug had mentioned that there was an upcoming, gathering. There's going to be a gathering where he could introduce one of the party members to the rest of the Redcoats and try to get them in undercover. And I believe that's where we left it.
Yeah, that's where we left it. Is there like something, like some kind of object I can use to just like stuff in his mouth to shut him up?
Oh, you could find
for a
something
bit?
like a rag or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in an apartment,
into
so
the-
there's like clothes around and stuff. If you had to, you could go back to you guys' apartment and grab like a shirt or something, whatever.
Just
I-
take
I-
one of the socks off the dead guy.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I'll
Oh.
take one of the socks off the dead guy, and I just kind of like pull off the socks, and then I also tell the guys pull the bodies inside here, so they're not in the hallway.
So you're pulling the bodies into the old lady's apartment.
Just for now, just
for
because. Yeah, we'll pull them
Let's
out.
freak.
And,
She'll make
Yeah.
pie later.
I'll walk out at this point, given the fact that this guy's tied up on the rest of the business. He's not going to go anywhere. And
Okay.
I'll start trying to help haul bodies back into this house.
but I'm gonna take one of the socks and then stuff it in the guy's mouth, and I go, "You stay right there. don't scream. Because we've had a hell of a week.
You guys have. Yeah.
And I go help move the bodies in, and then kind of huddle up the crew. I go, guys, let's talk. Let's chat.
I always wanted to do one of these.
I'll meander over.
I go, so that's a trap.
I'll do it.
Really? Whatever gave you that impression?
You guys need me to be there? I can be there.
This is information, guys.
Why would they ever send us into a trap?
I mean, we can take this information about this meeting and we can either give it or sell it to our friends. What was his name? To our friend Lontok. You know.
We could at least see what it's worth to him. Who knows? I mean, I don't know if he has the manpower to do it, but who knows? If anyone was going to.
If I remember correctly, it was at the pizza place.
Right.
What was the name of the pizza place?
It was
something pizza. The woman lives here, the one who owns it.
Yeah, she was the one. Miss Katana's Pizza. Katana's Pizza.
Yeah.
I mean, we might as well. What are we gonna do with this guy in the meantime? Are we just gonna leave him tied up until?
I could dispose of him if you'd like.
Maybe we should gift wrap him to Lontok.
I think a present is in order. A gift.
A show of goodwill.
Show goodwill, yes.
Yeah.
We should at least.
Have we policed the weapons and whatnot?
Oh yeah, we have.
Sorry,
that was the first thing. That was the first thing you did.
I'm just double checking, making sure, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just like aiming it. I'm aiming like my new pistol down to the floor a little bit and just like looking at it.
Yeah.
Jesse, you've been awarded a Benny from Great Wolf.
Woo! Thanks, Great Wolf. I'm just like, I'm looking at it. Yeah.
I'm probably gonna stay here tonight and make sure that the old woman's okay. Anyways, and I need you guys to take care of these bodies. But I think what we should do is let's call Lontok real quick.
So Xero raises his hand tentatively for a second.
Yeah.
And starts like wringing his hands and cracking his knuckles and looks at the one guy that's left alive and goes, "Protein."
Yeah, protein. Don't kill him.
Give me James Dunn. Give me a smarts roll, please. Straight smarts.
Street smarts.
Just a straight smarts one. Smarts.
Straight smarts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be a 5.
All right. So if you remember right, just you guys have the choice to do whatever you want to do. But you had promised him that you would give him to the police if he cooperated.
Oh, right. Okay.
But you guys can do whatever you'd like to do.
I kept my word. I gotta keep my word. Don't kill him. You can rough him up. But I prefer you not. Especially if we're gonna give him to the police. Because the police will rough him up anyways. You know that.
This is true.
We might as well though get all the information we can get out of him and then throw him away.
He's a small fry. We already got all that.
I mean, like at least get where the meeting's happening and when. After that, who cares? What?
It's at Katana's Pizza Place.
Yeah, but we don't know when.
Did he tell us when? He did tell us when, I think. He said it was like tomorrow night or something like that.
It was the following day. Yeah.
The following day.
So Jesse rescinds his outburst.
Yeah. So
do you want anybody with you to help guard him, or will you be all right?
Yeah, I'd probably need one of you guys to do it. I'm not exactly. I'm not built for this.
I'm gonna at this point say,
what do you mean, Dr. James Dunn?
I'm not. I am a man of many talents. Violence is not one of them.
I can go.
Where should we keep him though? Should we keep him inside of this apartment, or are we taking him back to ours?
Well, I figure we do two things. Let's call up Lontok. Well, let's call up Officer Karanta. Tell her about the situation. You know how we did a citizen's arrest. We have witnesses all over the place. Anyways, we wouldn't call her if we were guilty. She'll appreciate it at the very least. We kept one
Wait until we've hidden or got rid of the other bodies first.
So what do we do with all the blood and the bodies? It's a very bloody citizen's arrest.
Just get rid of the bodies. I mean, we could just carry them out. And we put them, go throw them on the street. The rats will eat them.
I would suggest perhaps bring down the garbage chute. You know, it's
We have a garbage
quite
chute?
large. I'm sure there's a
I think it's
garbage
kind of-
chute.
There's like an
Piles.
industrial incinerator in this place. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
a like a
do that.
plasma incinerator. Like there's a couple
Yeah.
central dump chutes.
I'll let you take care of the bodies. And the cleanup. Well, let me call Lontok first because this is valuable, timely information.
Okay.
Want me to call Sweet Lips?
No,
No,
absolutely not.
But
you can
I
help
have
me
her
with
on speed
bodies.
dial.
never.
Okay, I'll do bodies.
That's a wise decision, sir.
So here's the question: should we talk to Lontok, or should we try to contact?
Well, might as well talk to Lon Talk because he
Gerardus.
might give us. I didn't think about that. Might as well figure out what offers are on the table, right? Get
Yeah,
some
we did
quotes.
promise. We did promise to give him information. We did promise Lontok to give some information because he had some issues with the Redcoats.
That's true. Yeah, you got me.
At this point, I'll shrug whilst you just start discussing, and I'll just sort of grab my hands and just roll my eyes. Body duty again, and start dragging the first one down the hall.
I will scrub the floors after I talk to Lontok. All right.
I'll help.
wave my hand at a dismissive gesture, going, "Ah, whatever." As I'm starting to go down the hall, as you see me dragging this body, just going,
I'll help. I'll help David move bodies since Jesse's already covered in blood.
Yeah, you were swimming in it.
Viscera.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with it and just why bother clean up until I move all the bodies? It's fine.
That round I threw through that one guy's head, blue brain matter like all over you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
And then he slipped and fell in the viscera and
trying
couldn't
to
get up.
find a pistol. Yeah.
He had a bloodbath, literally. He was splashing around in the blood for
Literal
I'm just gonna
bloodbath.
Yeah, I'm just gonna help Davey move bodies. Either help him grab the other side of the feet or do whatever.
All right. So I get the information for Lontok and I pull it up and I give him a call.
All right. So as the as the picture of Lontok springs up from your list, it starts ringing. After a couple seconds, it connects, and you see him sliding on a smart looking bowler hat. And Lontok.
Hey, Lontok, old buddy. It's Dr. James Dunn.
Dr. Dunn.
We
Have you
talked
found-
earlier about the Redcoats.
Yes.
Well, fortuitously, we had a brief encounter with them and managed to get some information out of one of them.
Interesting. What kind of information?
Out of mutual respect, and of course, knowing that we're so hopefully that you can trust us at this point. The information we got from the guy, he's a small fry, so I don't know how valuable or how much details he's reliable for. He said that they're going to have a meeting as a crew
Interesting.
tomorrow.
Will you be attending that meeting?
It seems like a trap. There's no way I should be walking. No way we're going to be, because it was only one of us who could get in there. But here, I'll let him tell you yourself. And I walk over and I hold up the guy's face to Lontok to show the beaten and bloodied face of the dude.
Oh,
I go, tell him. Oh, wait, hold on. I pulled the talk out. Tell him what you told me. Deal still stands.
So there's going to be a meeting tomorrow. At
what time?
At 2:00 at the pizza
AM
place.
or PM?
PM.
Okay.
There's going to be a meeting tomorrow. I told these guys I could get them into one of the meetings. But
Thank you. I put the sock back in his mouth.
Oh.
And I pull back up and I go, Miss Katana's Pizza.
I would be interested in having you guys act in my name over there tomorrow. What do you feel about that? I would look
Feel
at
good
it.
about it?
I would look at it as a good personal favor.
I mean, these guys were rocking some pretty heavy gear. We're not exactly, the feds or anything.
Yeah, but you seem to be able to handle yourself, and there's always a starting point for everybody, right? You guys performed your service admirably in your last mission for me. I see no reason why you shouldn't be able to accomplish this. I'm not asking you to do this for free.
Okay. Well, I mean, sure. What do you want to? What do you want us to know? What do you want to know about these guys?
I'd like to know where they're. There's two primary pieces of information I'd like. I would like to know where their warehouse is or where they're holding up, and I'd like to know. They've got to be paying somebody to operate in this city, and I'd like to know who they're paying to operate in this city. Everybody pays somebody here.
So you want to know where they're meeting out of, where their warehouses are, where
Yep.
their central location
Or
is.
their headquarters or whatever.
Yeah. And you want to know who's helping them operate. Two things.
Or who they're paying up to.
Okay. Who are their allies? Who are they paying to operate in this area?
Yeah.
All right. I think we can do that for you there, Mr. Lontok.
Okay. And if you do so, I will take care of you guys accordingly.
Always a pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Lontok. We got a lot of cleaning up to do. His other buddies weren't so helpful.
Say no more. And the connection closes and blips out.
Yep.
As the connection blips out, I walk back into the room to grab another body and just go, so what did he say?
We got to go find more information. I go take the sock out of the guy's
Woo-hoo.
mouth, and I go, you're lucky. You're not going to the cops yet, but you're spending the night here. Taking the sock out of his mouth.
What do you got to eat?
This. Put it back, sock back in his mouth.
Oh.
You're enjoying that far too much.
You know how many times I have had to run from bullets in the last 2 days?
So what, this is cathartic for you?
Very.
Okay. I'm just going to shrug my shoulders and just again, just drag another body, just going, oh, God damn it, more bloody information gathering. Will this day ever end?
You should see him washing the dishes at home. He's pushing them under the water going, where are the codes?
That was between you and me there, Ant.
I
Zero
can
holds up
believe
two
it.
fingers. Can confirm.
I'll also start cleaning up the floors a little bit, using a rag, trying to do as much of as I can with the rags and such to make it look more like the normal types of blood stains you would see in a place like this, rather than the gore and viscera of a gunfight.
Okay. So it takes you a decent amount of time. It takes you like 4 or 5 hours to, David gets all the bodies down to the incinerator, gets them down the chute, has to push on, get stuff them right down the chute, and, they get stuck a little bit, but he gets them down there. He gets them down.
I have my persuasive ways.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe you had to loosen up an arm or something to that effect, but they went down.
You do what you do.
All right. So, James, you were able to acquire some bleach and some cleaning chemicals from Miss Catastrano, and you guys put some, about 4 or 5 hours into cleaning up the place. I'm guessing you guys periodically checked on your friend there, and he is secured and not moving at this point.
I'd also check on the woman to make sure she's still breathing and still doing, because I know she just got like a massive thrown through a door.
She got put through the door into a wall. Yeah.
Yep. Once we're all finished with all of that, I will talk with Ant and the rest of the crew for another kind of quick huddle, and once we're all done, go. Maybe we should talk to Katana. She lives here, doesn't she?
Isn't she the unconscious one?
No.
Yeah,
She's
the one that
Is
got
she?
thrown through the wall.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought she was a separate person who was down the way. Okay.
No,
No,
that
no.
the other lady down the hall was the one that you misdiagnosed.
Okay.
Yes.
She, yeah.
Say it a little bit. Say it a few more times. Rub it a little bit more.
Listen. The fails are as good as the successes, in my
The
opinion.
giant
So.
brute with the bolt gun is the one that diagnosed him. Just remember that.
Yes.
That's a mole.
Isn't that a mole?
Alrighty.
Hey, he didn't go to medical school for 20 years to get shown up by Xero. Just saying.
Exactly.
Whilst this
Pivot.
conversation is occurring, I would like to be just checking over the new acquisitions weapon-wise, see if they're all good working order, and I'm using it as a segue to ask, what did we find weapon-wise?
Let me.
Because I can't remember.
You found, I believe there were light pistols. There were 6mm pistols, if I remember off the top of my head. There were 4 of them. I'm bringing them up right now.
Thank you. I want to see if it's weapon swaps he's time.
Yeah, you got it. Was SR Street Talker 6mm.
Yeah, there were
6mm, okay.
4 of those, if I remember right.
Oh,
Wait, no. That's one I was having. Was it the HT9? What the hell?
Yeah,
How
they
did I
were
get on my?
a bit
Yeah.
beefier, weren't
It was the hate.
Yeah, it was the. Hold on. The
what did we
high
see?
tech,
'Cause
high tech,
The high techs. Yeah.
they?
high
Context.
takeover HT9 holdout pistol.
Hostile takeover? Is that the one we're
Yeah.
talking
Hostile
about?
takeover.
Hostile
Yeah,
takeover.
Yeah, hostile takeover HT9 holdout pistol.
Okay, and would that be a replacement for my well-worn Glock?
Let me take a look at it.
It's a 9mm, I believe.
Yeah, so it would be the same
It-
weapon,
Mhm.
caliber. I'm just wondering if the actual physical, because mine's a well-worn Glock rather than anything else. So
Yep.
If I remember correctly, it's better than your well-worn Glock.
okay. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to find the information for
It's
it.
2d6
I'm looking up it as
it-
well. And it's
It's a
Yeah,
2d6 pen of 1.
Mhm.
2d6 pen of 1 semi-auto.
and then the well-worn Glock was that was
D3, D4.
2d4. Oh, that was the damage. 2d4 plus 1.
3-4, so
Okay.
you can get a 9.
Step away
Yeah,
first.
it'd definitely be better. Unless the Glock had a better AP.
No, AP1. So
AP1.
So then
that
yeah,
would be a replacement.
it would be a better replacement.
Okay, would the Glock's magazines be usable, or would I need to buy new mags?
I have to find the weapon because I'm not sure. And this happened last time. Anton, you were able to find it in the search, but it wasn't coming up for me in the search. I remember this.
Or what were you looking for?
Hostile takeover.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
It was silly. It wasn't coming.
Yeah.
Was
There-
there
there-
another word
I
in
had
front of it,
problems too.
or is it
It's
just?
HT. It's just HT space HT-9 in the
Okay, that's
in the
why.
library.
I thought it was coming up.
Yep.
Okay.
It's
So what I'll
HT
do is I'm
yeah.
gonna drop. I'll drop 4 of those into the inventory. So there's 4 in there for you guys. So you can actually go in there and look at that right now.
Cool.
Okay, I already have one, and Jesse is like busy like action gunning, like miming with it, like looking down the side, holding up, like shooting it behind his back, like he's just doing all sorts of bad things he should not be doing with it.
I'm looking at the weapon right now to see. I think so because they're both considered light pistols. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
say
just
yes.
didn't-
I'm
I
gonna say
didn't-
yes. Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't know the minutia that this game went into with regards to what different magazines. these
Yeah.
different things, you know what I mean? So-
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to be a jackass. So I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. Well,
I
in
also-
that case, sorry, go.
I was gonna say I feel like it's also supposed to be because it's an HD9. It's supposed to be like a 9mm.
Mhm.
In terms of itself, I think it's supposed to be kind of the
Yeah.
Glock of this world.
But
you know?
but like a
pretty
Glock
Glock.
and a sprinkler alarm, they don't have the same kind of magazine. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
say with the evolution of firearms that they have made it so that it's easier for magazines to fit from weapon to weapon.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be my ruling. So let it be.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm going to grab one of those and put it, replace my Glock finally.
Okay.
My God, we're replacing the Glock.
Yes. All right. So that's what you're doing, David Greyson. Anton, Jesse, Jesse, you were helping clean up. Anton and Xero, what are you guys doing at this point?
So, as they're like I helped out a little bit with the cleaning and the pushing and pulling and the
Yeah.
Okay,
towards the end of it.
It'd be, you could call it a group effort.
Yeah, towards the end of it, Xero gets he sits down on his haunches over the guy and draws his combat knife looking at him and calls back to Dunn and goes, "So I can't eat him, papi?
No.
No me digo
Not
comer
yet.
como un poquito, mijo.
No.
¿Por qué?"
Because we need to have all his fingers and toes so that when we go into the actual place, they don't ask questions.
Oh, yeah. Toes. They never see the toes. They're in the shoes.
That's what you said last time.
That's because he fell down from blood loss. It wasn't my fault.
I see what you're doing, by the way. That's what I'm trying to to play along with this. Unless he's actually a cannibal and I have completely misread the signs.
Well,
Well, strange new world. So, and I look over to the guy and I tap my shoulder and I go, don't worry. He'll only, if he gets too hungry, he'll only eat your big toe. You can live without a big toe, right?
Xero resituates and adjusts and pats the blade on the guy's cheek and goes, "You're lucky this time, mijo. Next time, cabron. I'm going to start with the sweetmeats," and pat him on the side near the kidney.
the guy's eyes are just completely wide at this point. His breathing is labored, and all the color has drained from his face.
I slip the blade away and I start walking back towards the others.
All right. Do we want to case the joint, or do you want to have some of you guys case the joint before tomorrow?
We can do, sure. I don't mind
We also-
doing a little scout recon.
Also, this is the worst idea I've ever had, and I'm sorry for mentioning it, but it's probably also the best idea. Jesse should be the one who goes in with him.
Yeah, totally should be. Yeah, I completely agree with
concur.
that.
There's no way I would fit in with that crowd. There's no way any of us would fit in that. Maybe Ant, but
Xero freezes and does a slow turn. James does.
I
Xero,
am the only qualified one of all of you, let's face it, to do anything. So
He's the only one that would be likely recruited into this gang, so
He's
I
so
am-
qualified.
I am by far the best. Oh, just a bit of brain. But I am more than qualified. I mean, look at him. We could be brothers. Fine.
I look over at Xero and I go, Xero, no offense, you're not the kind of guy who would throw an old lady through a wall.
I mean, he could though. Look at him.
I point at Jesse and I go, "I put him through a fucking wall."
Yeah, but he's Jesse. Is Jesse like a 90-year-old woman who owns a pizzeria?
Yeah, say it right.
Yeah, okay.
Pizzeria.
You got anyone have a smoke? Mine's kind of wasted with blood.
Check the guy. He might have some.
Yeah, you come up with a pack of smokes off the dude.
Woo!
I am trying desperately to find the bloody gun. My items inventory isn't coming up at all.
Oh, no worries.
So go.
So if you go to the party sheet on the top right, David Greyson,
Yes.
it's so you see a combat button
Inventory.
in the party, and then there's a tab on the right that says inventory.
Aha.
So you're gonna grab that little red marker, and you're gonna drag that onto the what tab on your sheet? I think it's
Still weapons
It's
tab?
Weapons.
inventory, weapons.
It's combat.
Weapons.
It's called combat. Yeah.
Is it called combat? Are you sure? Ah.
For me, it's
Okay.
called combat.
Okay. Ah, delicious. Thank you.
there you go. All right, so
David,
you now
I'm
have
gonna
that,
need some bullets.
and it's gonna apply all the it should apply all the your skills and everything to it. If we have a problem with it, you let me know. We'll We'll
Sure.
see as if when the next time action comes up. So
Sure. I need to de-equip the Glock now.
So if we're gonna do
Oh,
things, if we're gonna do this tomorrow, I mean, like, I am the leader of this group. I have to lead this by example. So if we're gonna do this tomorrow, I mean, are we gonna like surprise them? Are we gonna like shoot through the windows like gangster style? You're just gonna wait for me to be like Yahtzee, and then you guys like come through the door. Like, what are we gonna do?
We need information.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get a
I'm
personal.
really good at that. Yeah.
We're looking for. We're doing a personal favor for Lawn Talk.
Mm-hmm.
Taking this as a very personal favor towards him.
Mm-hmm.
And I look over at David and I go, "This is the kind of guy who has the kind of stuff you like."
I nod my head knowingly and say, yeah,
So
you got the goods I want.
he has those goods that all of us could use. So the goal is no bloodshed.
What? But like, what if this
Jesse.
is like, what if,
Jesse.
what if this is like a trap? Like, what if they're like, as soon as I walk in and be like, yo, best friends are like, yeah, and then like, you all just gonna watch them drag me out back, kicking and screaming, when you all are like, well, nice knowing them, or am I just have to like go in there and charm them like I usually do?
I'm okay either way. If you go end up getting kicking and screaming and all the rest of that business, I'll be cool with it.
Look at it this way. We need to find a way in. He's our ticket in. If he tries to bitch out and run, which he probably will, you're going to have a gun. The dude with the sock in his mouth.
Oh, so can I bloody him?
You blow his brains out if he well.
Yes. Shh.
I say that no, don't blow his brains out. It's probably a bad idea, but if he breaks his word, I'm not responsible for what happens.
I don't even know if this thing works anyway.
But I think we've scared the piss out of him enough that, he'd probably rather not cross us. But we might want to call Bobby just in case.
Speed dial?
Not you. Maybe we need to get some more information. And you're good with searching and computers and information gathering and stuff. Don't hack our benefactors' stuff, but try to find out what the heck these references to these redcoats and stuff like that. Maybe get in.
Do you want
get
other people have been messed up by him, or
maybe you can get access to like surveillance around the pizzeria beforehand. Maybe we don't even have to go down there. Maybe we can just see it from here.
I mean, maybe. I doubt there'd be much security there anyway. It's just a pizza place, but
well,
worth
like
a shot.
give me
get
a percentage roll, Anton, and call high or low before you do it.
There. Hi. And that is
100.
100.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys let me know what you're doing.
Well, here's my plan. Ant and I stay here. Ant's got a gun. We can babysit this dude.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the only thing I'm worried about is that those guys were probably supposed to check in at some point.
Actually, I think that's a 20, technically.
Is that a 20?
Yeah, just because the way
the way it's supposed to work, yeah. It's a 10 and 10.
So it's a 10 and a 10, so.
So maybe we shouldn't do this, but I figure Ant and I stay here. You three, because Jesse's gonna be the one who goes down there, go do some recon. And Ant and I stay back and try to do a little bit more research, figure out more if we can, what we can't access. Maybe cue in Bobby Caranta about all this whole thing.
Do we want to make a run to like the pawn shop at all?
Do we have
Maybe
enough
we could
money?
offload this extra gear. if we
Yeah,
don't
you
need it.
guys
We
could
I
don't
do
mean,
that too.
I got some money. Like I want to get some a little bit more boom boom. You know.
We could.
I'm good with
And we
Need
could
a
also
little more
definitely.
doc on my life.
We could also. I mean, we don't need 4 of those pistols, right? You guys got yours. Those want them. Did you want one, Ant?
No.
Okay. I'm not
I
gonna
also
take
kind of insulted by that.
I don't know guns, guys. But we should. My plan is some of us do recon. Anton and I stay back and do some research, or we can all take this tied up dude, throw him in the trunk, and then just drive him around town.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. It's not uncommon to see some crackhead jump out of a trunk. But, you know, like,
Jesse does it on average once a month.
yeah, I mean, like, I have a pillow back there for reasons, but, like, maybe not, like, we don't want to, like, really ding up the car, you know, like, there's only one of that, and, like, you know,
It's got bullet holes in it, Jesse.
yeah, well,
To
his
say the very
character.
least.
Well,
Didn't you buff
Also,
those
he
out?
ha-
I thought you
Does
buffed
the
those
trunk
out.
even stay closed?
yeah, I was gonna say, I thought I worked out some of the damage from the other
He
day.
buffed it out.
Yeah, like, like, I don't know, we could, like, tie him up, give him a few dead cats to keep him company, and, like, do whatever.
Oh,
He'll
my
work his
gonna-
way out and then escape.
Whatever. Yeah,
I'm just gonna
yeah.
say
What
at
I
this
mean,
point-
the trunk's big enough. I mean, it is what it is.
Give me 1 second. I walk over to the guy. I pull the sock out of his mouth one more time, and I go, "Were you supposed to do a check-in?
No.
Who were you supposed? What were you supposed to do after you beat up this old lady?
I mean, I told you we got the meeting tomorrow.
Was that it? You were just gonna beat up an old lady, then go get some burgers or something?
I mean, I told you I didn't know we were gonna beat up an old lady. We were just coming here to motivate people.
Mm-hmm. What were you gonna do after motivation?
Probably go home and rub one out,
Where's-
take a nap. then
where's
Get
home?
ready for tomorrow. I'm not telling you where my house is. You guys are gonna take all my shit.
Oh, hey, Zero. You
Hey,
still want
Poppy.
them sweetmeats?
Oh, por favor, pico.
Are you
Sure.
gonna try to intimidate him?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. So give me. I gotta look at your sheet. I think it's
I don't have any kind of intimidation. It's like a strength, right? Or
no, but I mean, there's like charismatic, and you know what I mean. Like there's.
I'm trying to persuade him.
Yeah.
I mean, but that,
Through
if that- if
physical
that
harm.
helps. I'm trying to do good cop, bad cop. Essentially, I'm saying I don't want your liver to be eaten by my
You're
friend.
doing good cop cannibal. Very different.
give me a persuasion.
Okay,
I've got intimidate too. I can roll. I can assist
that's
with that.
that's a 5.
Yeah, this should be good. Come on, man. I don't have much.
I
It's
promise.
just-
We're not going to steal anything from your stuff. Trust me, dude. We know you're not worth it.
So he names like a part of the neighborhood that just is utter trash. It's like he's got like 200 square feet. He's got like kitchen. Like, you guys ever seen the Blues Brothers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
That room.
That apartment.
Oh my god. Okay.
That apartment. That's what
A
I want you to
bed and
picture
a
in your head.
dresser.
Yeah.
The ultimate efficiency.
Yes.
You know.
So like it has like it doesn't even have like its own bathroom. Like the floor has a bathroom. You know what I mean? Like that kind of place.
Yeah. So I go. Also, I need your full name, because if I'm going to talk to the cops, they need to make sure that they process you properly. I'm trying to get as much information about his personal life as possible.
So yeah, he gives his name. I gotta think of a name.
Stevie McSteve.
No,
Boss,
not Bodie McBoface
No.
either.
Whilst this is going on, I'm just sort of playing the new gun that I've
Here.
got, you know, just
I've got a good name for him.
smirking.
Sure.
Claudio Nunez.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm listening to music on the side, and I just glanced over, and there's somebody who tweeted out these songs that I'm listening to named Claudio Nunez. I'm like,
Okay,
hey Claudio,
perfect.
that's your name.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, and he's like, you know, I'm on the east side of town, like it's going where it's going. I'm sorry, like the south side of town where it's going over towards like South Boston. I'm over there. The closer you get to that border, the shittier it gets. You know, it's like one of those efficiency apartments. You know, what else? What?
I need the full actual address, everything like that, just because I need to make sure I understand. Because, you know, if I look at him and I go, you try to fuck us, and we have to find this information and then find you, you won't go to the cops. They won't find you. We'll make sure of it.
So it's like it's 73 Patriot Way down, you know, in Hyde Park here. It's third floor. You know, it's the fifth door down on the right when you get off the stairwell.
All right, I'm making a note of it. All right.
Hey, Davey, you're good with the explosives and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I was known as a bit of a dab hand. Yes, that's an understatement of the century.
Could you say wire something up to this gentleman that if he tried to do something that affected my well-being, I could blow his ass up? Politically speaking.
I would probably ask the rest of the gentlemen first if that's a good idea, but theoretically, yes.
I don't want him to be like, he walk into the room and be like, this guy's a traitor, and then everyone like jumps me. Like, I'm just some incentive.
David, Greyson, give me a smarts roll, please.
Of course. One moment, please. Smarts. Oof. I rolled a 3, so I'm going to use a Benny and try again. That's all right with you?
Boop. Absolutely.
Smarts. Let's go again. 11. That's a little bit more like my style.
David Greyson, you think to yourself, based on Jesse's logic, that you might want to recommend Jesse that anything you rig to this gentleman will be right next to Jesse Raines.
Reluctantly, David, I'm going to sort of mull this over, you know, just sort of scratching my chin and just consider things. Consider the idea of him accidentally blowing up, you know, the idea of that, the pleasure that would give me. Then I think to myself, is he too valuable right now? I'm going to say, Jesse, my man, as much as I'd love to do many, many, many things to you, at the moment at least, thanks to you, you're useful, and thusly your life is, at the moment, guaranteed.
Okay.
I should probably remind you that anything that is that close to you, explosives-wise, even if I make it small enough to kill a man, is likely going to kill you too.
You can't just do something like we like shove like a cherry bomb up his butt. He just like blows out his like colon or something.
I can't believe I'm agreeing with Jesse twice in one night. But it might be a good bluffing technique if he has if he has the bomb and the guy is literally a bomb. It's
gentlemen, I'm going to.
It's one of those situations where everyone's dead if it goes off.
I'm going to ask my compatriots to leave the room. The gentleman who can currently hear us discussing this is they're listening to,
and he's crying. He's crying.
I want him to hear it.
I need to discuss this, gentlemen. Come out with me into the hallway. I'm just going to usher them out, and once we're out of earshot, I'm going to close the door and say, I can make a dummy. That way, he's scared shitless, but at the same time, there's no harm to Jesse, because unfortunately, we need a car. Now, once I can drive it, he has other uses. He's a good meat shield, has something along those lines.
I just don't want him to be like, I want him to have some incentive to not like turn around and like, yeah.
I can make a very convincing decoy. I could make it real if he really wants me to, but I would say a decoy is safer.
I mean, I'm just looking to have some fun, but especially because like we have to like go in there. I gotta like be believable. Then we have to like leave with him, turn him into the cops, and then like I may or may not go back. Who knows? Maybe I become friends. I don't know.
Well,
like we just have to figure it all out.
I tell you what, I can make a fairly low profile explosive charge that won't be seen underneath his clothes. And I'll give you a fake dead man's trigger or something. That way, your safety is hopefully guaranteed. At least from his perspective. What do you think, gentlemen?
Whatever you all think. I mean,
we could even just lie and say that it's hooked up to his heart or something like that. If his heart stops, blows up.
We don't want to use a trigger. We can use it as his bioscience from his neural nexus. I don't know. Doesn't really actually have to work, does it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
yeah,
he's-
With my demolitions
between-
knowledge, would I be able to, would I be able to know how to make something which would actually be low profile enough to not be seen under his clothes?
So you're just thinking a small charge that would like.
I'm thinking something that's enough to scare the bejesus out of this guy. Obviously feels like an actual explosive is going to kill him, but it's not going to be noticed by anybody.
Give me knowledge demolitions, please.
Yay! First time I get to use this. 4.
So you think you can design something small enough? So I'm assured. Do you want the device to actually work, or are you looking to make something that could scare him?
I would like to make a very convincing decoy. So the little sort of maybe like a blinking LED, something that makes him think as though he's actually going to bomb him. But I'm not actually going to strap a bomb to him because, like it or not, there is a very high probability that things go haywire, and I don't really want Jesse dying. Yeah.
So this
I'd
is
like
what
to
I
be
would
the one who
say.
kills him.
This is what I'd say. Based on that knowledge roll of what you just did, and what I will have you do is roll another knowledge demolitions to see if you can push this device together. Okay.
Okay.
And what that will do is give a +2 to somebody to persuade him that this device does what it says it does.
Okay.
That's how I'll do it.
I roll a 10.
Yes, you're confident you can build a device. In fact, you're very confident you can build this device. And because you got that raise, it's going to be a +3 for the person doing the persuasion roll.
Okay, so I'm gonna go sort of after thinking over this for a few seconds, I'm gonna go. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I can make something convincing. James, I'm gonna need you, if you'd be so kind, to convince this chap that this is a real thing, because I don't know how much knowledge he has of bombs, but I know that it'll not feel correct. It won't be have enough weight because it's got no explosive charge in it, but it'll look like one. You think you can do that for me?
I mean, I could pretty much tell. I think he's probably shit his pants so many times he doesn't have no poop in his colon anymore. He's probably
Then I shall very conspicuously make this in front of him so he sees the entire process.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go over. I walk back in and I go, all right, buddy, here's the deal. I still his sock in his mouth, so I'm not gonna let him talk. I go, we're gonna put a bomb on you. Don't worry. My buddy makes the best bombs. Everyone says they're the best bombs. Trust me. He's ex-military, everything. Okay, so you can trust me. As long as, just, it's okay. It's okay. We won't blow you up as long as you don't betray us. And you know what? Here, I'll throw you even a better deal. If you go along with the plan and everything goes off without a hitch, and my buddy walks out there safe and sound with you, we'll let you go.
I mean, at this point, I'm gonna walk in with a number of tools and some clippers and some wire, and I'm just gonna sort of put it down and start crafting something, and I'm just gonna say,
Okay.
blown up everything from an embassy to a man.
James Dunn, do you truly intend? So, based on what you're deciding here, are you going to truly intend to let him go? And so, first of all,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not trying to lie to him.
Okay.
I'm trying to sweeten the pot at this point because I know that I need him to cooperate as much as possible, and I don't want to I don't want him to die.
Yeah.
I don't generally like people dying, except for that one asshole.
And Johnny Dark.
I'll go like a big bite at him.
All right. So, give me a persuasion roll that what
Okay.
you're selling him is
Yeah,
the truth right now.
that's a 5.
Okay. So it turns out it's an 8. Okay. So he looks at you, a little trepidation. Obviously, his face is white, thought of carrying a bomb. But he just looks down resignedly and looks back up to you and nods in an affirmative.
Good boy. Don't worry. So I'll be fine. You get to get out of this, and I got a friend who might need some work done for him anyways. So might even get you a job after this.
He just
Trust me, you don't want to be in the Redcoats after tonight.
So he kind of looks down. He's looking down at the sock in his mouth, and you know what I mean.
No, I pull out the sock. Go. There you go.
Can I not have that in my mouth right now?
As long as you don't scream.
I won't scream.
Don't poop your pants. Don't cry. 'Cause that sounds bad, especially to the people outside after you broke the door open.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you're just going to be sitting here like a good boy while David teaches you how to make a bomb. Watch carefully.
Tonight, class, we have your standard infantry bomb designed for remote detonation. I'm just going to sort of start going through in explicit detail exactly how to actually make this whilst sort of doing it, but like not is again, it's going to look like convincing as a facsimile. It'll, for all intents and purposes, be one. Once I'm done with it, I'm going to sort of go, and there we are, class. Now, what do we learn? Before I
Bomb.
pop it down to one side and say, we'll put this on him if we're close to the design.
So the device you design is probably about the size. Maybe a baseball, softball. Let's go softball. It's about that big.
Okay. But is it actually going to be
No,
round?
you know
or-
what? No. So like a box, so probably like 2 inches tall by 3 inches long. You know, by like 3 inches, like maybe another 2 inches like deep. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like that
Yeah,
size.
yeah.
So we're like,
Yeah, it's fairly compact.
yeah.
Yep, so I'm sort of going to hold it up and go, too bad. Oh, one of my better ones. I'm going to pop it down to one side. So we'll, anyway, we'll put it on tomorrow. We'll link it up to Jesse. We should be good to rock.
There we go. We'll just strap it on to you, buddy, and when we
It won't feel a
leave,
thing.
yeah, you'll be fine. Just don't jump a lot.
Don't.
Yeah,
jump
not a
off.
good idea.
Don't try to run. Running probably set it off. I don't know. I'm not much of a bomb guy.
I'm going to shake my head at this point and just wait. I'm not going to tell him what to do. I'm just going to make sure he behaves. I'm going to tell him
Yeah.
that it's not going to go off in,
The slightest movement, and boom. Anyways, I'm having too much fun with this.
cathartic. I'm just gonna shake my head. James, mate, you need to see a therapist at some point, man.
If I can afford it.
I'll have to come up with rates for that. James Dunn disappears for a day for therapy.
It comes back a broken man. Oh God.
That's I would just be screaming the entire time in the therapist, just like
ugly crying. Yeah. Alrighty. So you guys gonna do anything else tonight, or are you just gonna try to settle in for the night, maybe secure your new friend?
Do we have enough time to go and sell the guns?
I
yeah,
mean,
I think
Or is it too
it's
late?
only like 8 o'clock at night.
yeah, you could probably. I think if I remember correctly, you guys were just gonna like drive by the place and see if it was like just to get a general recon. So maybe on your
Yeah,
way
we need
to
to we need to rookie out the place, and also if we can and still have time to sell the weapons
Yeah.
as well. So we got an extra bit of cash.
And so me and Ant stay behind and just do some like just basic research on the place, on what we can find on the net from the Nexus from about the Redcoats and what the chatter is. So we'll babysit him while you guys go deal with that. And because I don't want to leave him, and I don't want to leave Miss Katana because I want to make sure she's all right.
Okay, so Anton and James are gonna stay, do research, and take care of Miss Katana. David, Greyson, Jesse Rains, and Xero. What do you guys do? Is somebody gonna go to the
So-
pawn shop and somebody's going to the you guys tell me.
How do you want to play this, gentlemen?
We should probably scope out the restaurant first, right? We should probably look at the pizzeria, get a sense of the layout, see what we're working with. If like I'm gonna, like if there's a chance I can be pulled out of a back door or something, and then if we have extra time, make a run to the pawn shop.
Okay, sounds like a plan to me. What do you think, Zero?
Drop me off a block or two away, and let me walk the neighborhood, see if I can find any perches or any places to hide and cover.
Oh, you want to do your thing. All right, cool.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna sort of at this point, say, but yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good idea. Let's go ahead to the place. Let's go and see what we can find. Keep your eyes peeled.
I rolled on a repair check to get old Betsy working, and I rolled a 9.
Oh, you got a free one. That's what that
One free
means.
one. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna drive me, Davey, and Xero over. We're gonna drop Xero off about a block away from the pizza place,
Okay.
and then Davey and I are gonna go, basically, I guess, as close to the pizza place as I can park, and then basically just kind of like look around the place.
Okay. Alrighty.
Would it be unusual for me to have a pair of binoculars of any sort?
I feel like that's something you might have to buy.
Okay.
But I can get your price on that. It
Yeah,
shouldn't
no,
be.
that might not be a bad thing to have.
All right, so I'm gonna share that with you guys. So the arrow is pointing at the pizza parlor, the front of the pizza parlor. There's other shops around the place. There's like a laundry place. There's but as you can see, this part of the neighborhood is kind of rough. You know, there's broken down cars. There's, you know, clutter all over the place. It's a rough neighborhood. It's rough. You know what I mean? But like there, you know, you still see signs of pride. You still see one of the shopkeepers out in front trying to keep, you know, sweep up a little of the debris in front of his place. You know, he's got bars on the windows, and you know, there's graffiti everywhere. There's a persistent smell down here that's not the best. You think it might be from like some of the dumping down here. There's like refuse and shit dumped down here. The front of the store, the pizza place that you're looking for, is about 25 to 30 feet. There's a door out front. You think it goes back about, you know, make like maybe 40, 50 feet back into, as you look through the windows. There's a counter there, where there, you know, people can order the food. On the top of the counter, there's a bunch of like, it's remarkably high tech for being as low class as it is. But you know, you know, there's automatic Nexus payment terminals where, and they, you know, people can type in what they want for food. But other than that, it has the feel of an early 80s pizza place. Like, you know, the curtains are brown, you know, the seats are beige, you know, the tables are well worn. They got giant plastic cups for the soft drinks and stuff in there. So
Yeah. Is it like a place that is like, it's mostly like a window with a couple of booths that for people who kind of want to stay, but mostly it's like foot traffic in and out?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much most of it is where they, you know, they produce the food, but there's a couple like out by the window, there's a couple like half tables or you know, counter space. So we could grab could grab a, you know, a couple slices and sit at the window, you know.
Do we see any like other doors from our area, like from our vantage point? Like, can we see if there's like a door that leads somewhere, like a back door or anything else like that? Or that's something that we would have to like go in to actually like find out?
You'd probably have to drive behind the buildings and see. But typically most places have a back door.
So whilst we're sort of sitting there in the car working out the place, I'm going to be taking a few pictures with my Nexus just so I've got a good visual reminder of the location.
Okay.
Noting, you know, in my usual way, the advantages and disadvantages of this position from a combat perspective. You know, noting the fact there's cover and you know, plenty of places to hide.
Okay. Excellent.
Then I'm sort of going to turn to Jesse and say, unless they are planning to cram into the front of this place, it doesn't look like the biggest venue, does it? Maybe maybe they're meeting around behind or around back or something.
Yeah, I guess it's as good as mine. I mean, seems like it. I mean, we could see if there's an alleyway or something. Maybe we can find out something out back. Otherwise, we could go in and order a pizza. I mean, I don't know.
I prefer not having the security cameras and the personnel having their faces on cam. Let's go and have a look around the back.
All right. Did I see an alleyway leading up to this place, like in terms of like behind the building or anything else like that, or like I know Xero snooping about, so I don't know if he gets a better angle on it or not.
So
yeah,
how this it's kind of like the corner of a block, right? It's a giant. It's almost like it frames the outside of the block on an L. Once you go behind, if you're gonna drive around, Jesse, you can see there is a street behind it. You know, you can look down that alley and you do in fact see that there's a door that goes out of it. But
Okay.
it's the way this it was built kind of weird, right? Because normally, as a block is made, it's like a square block, right? And this one is kind of like they L'd it off with buildings in the northwest side. So it kind of has a channel going down through, you know what I mean? So the wall,
Okay.
the buildings are essentially like a wall. But if you do drive around, you do see there is an alley with a back door there as well.
Okay.
All right. So whilst we're in motion, I'm going to bring on my Nexus and just quickly buzz Zero. I'm just going to go,
Hey, Zero, buddy, so what do you see from your position?
Zero, a couple blocks away, you have a general idea of the direction in which the building is. There are staggered. There's the buildings in question are first, one-story buildings, right? They might have like some storage above it, but they're around the area. There are a couple two-story buildings.
Okay. I'm gonna see if walking around judging if I can find one with a vantage point that I can access.
Sure. Give me a percentage roll, all high or low.
High. $58.
There you go. Yeah, you're able to find a building that has a view. So it's behind, looking down. Like you'll be able to what you would see if you get into this building is you think you'd be able to see down from behind to the front of this, like into the street in front of the store. Like not necessarily into the pizza place itself, but you can look down into the street between the two buildings.
Okay.
So essentially, with the angle you have, the windows of the place would be blocked off. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is there a way that I can make my way up there safely without being noticed too much?
Give me a stealth roll.
Okie dokie. That's a 6.
Yeah, you think you could scale the fire escape to get on top if you needed be, if need be.
Okay. So last but not least, I want to make a streetwise, maybe a repair or a stealth roll. And what I want to do is I want to fashion together stuff that I find in the trash and laying around to make a bum outfit, like a modern ghillie suit for the slums that no one would notice me.
good idea.
All right. So, yeah, give me a streetwise.
Streetwise? That's a 5.
Yeah, as you walk around, you see there's like puddles of like disgusting water. There's things. There's the smell of urine in a couple of the alleyways. You think you could rub off on that, and then there's trash and debris everywhere. So there's no shortage of that.
Okay. So I could fashion something together pretty passable?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna start. Can I make a repair roll to make one?
Sure.
Or do you want me to roll something else?
Nah, do repair. That kind of makes sense.
Okay. I'm gonna definitely Benny that.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 3.
Ah.
There's a 4.
All right. So you put something serviceable together. There's you maybe rip a little of your clothes, and the smell is the biggest thing down here. You know what I mean? Like you smell like you belong, I guess is the best way to say it.
You remember John Wick, the underground guys?
Yes.
Totally what I'm going for right now.
Yep. And that's what I kind of had in my mind too. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So after I'm done gathering and posting and gathering intel, I'm hunched over and I start gathering some of the stuff and I start smelling bad, I start looking bad, and I know the stuff's tomorrow, but I'm trying to get into the whole mindset as I'm kind of stalking and walking around these streets, and I pull out a little notepad with a little golf pencil kind of deal, like one of the ones that I've worn down to a nub, and I start making the notes of the area and little sketches, and I'll set up diagrams for windages and set up any possibilities I'm going to have to worry about for ballistics drop or pressure and
Sure.
all that fun stuff. And
so you figure you're going to be about, hey, let me see. depending on the shot, you'll probably be about 100 feet away. So from the top of the building.
Okay.
In that area, you know, like 60 to 100 feet, depending
Okay.
where if you were going to take a shot at something in that area.
So no real worried about drop or windage or coefficients. It's going to be pretty short range then. So I continue sketching my little diagram of like my angles of coverage and like what I see from like where I see it. And then I fold up the book around the pencil real quick and I tuck it away in one of my inside pockets. And I continue making my little, modern ghillie suit, and I kind of meander off back towards, the house.
Okay.
Are you gonna walk back
And
to the house?
as I get like 2 or 3 blocks away, I'll hit everybody up on comms and be like, goals accomplished. I'm just gonna head on back and see if I can find any hot dogs or rat burger or not smell like pee the rest of the night.
I'm gonna respond back and say,
Hey, buddy, you want to come with us to go and sell these guns, or are you heading back?
I need a shower.
You need to be scrubbed before.
What did you get up to? You're supposed to rookie the place. What did you do?
I did what it is I do.
All right, 10-4, man. We'll see you back at the place.
I'll sort of turn to Jesse. Did you hear that, mate?
Yeah, Mike, is this a quick walk to our place, or do we drive a while?
It's not that far. It's like a 5 minute drive from where you are.
Okay, so if he said he was gonna walk, I wouldn't be like, oh well, it's like, I wouldn't think like, oh, we really should drive him because that's a long walk kind of thing.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, man, I heard it. You want to go sell this stuff?
I love my head. Let's go
All
and
right.
get rid of this stuff.
I'm gonna send a group text out and basically say, anyone have any requests from the pawn shop?
You immediately get a text back. This is Power Armor.
I'm just gonna be like this next to you, looking at you.
He's like, how did he even see you move? How did you? What?
It's called
I must have mixed pills again. Oh God, it's all happening.
You did ask. It's not that I have it on speed dial or anything. Speed text.
I don't know if you're talking or if you're talking into my head right now. Man, I'm crashing.
That's some predictive futuristic predictive texting right there. It doesn't even have to like type.
It knows
you
what
just
I want.
think it and it pops it on.
Yeah. All right. So I'll take. I'll drive back off.
But it still always says ducking. That's
always says ducking.
Always, no matter what.
No matter what.
Even in the future, they censor.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I'll take him and we'll drive to Squeeze Place.
All right.
Drive on.
Because you had that freebie from your raise, you jump in. What's her name? Lucille. What's it?
Betsy.
Betsy.
God.
Lucille's
Man.
fucking dead. All right. You get in, Betsy, and you roll, across town. The siren sounds of the streets of Boston at night assail your ears, to the tune of crackheads, screaming for a fix, people getting robbed, all kinds of fun things of that nature. You land at Squeeze about 25 minutes later, and you pull up to the curb. Lights are on.
All right.
Looks like the doors, closed and secured like usual, but lights are on.
All right, let's grab the gear and let's go and see how much we can get with this stuff. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Oh yeah, man. I have. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. All right. So like how I've been having like this pistol, piece of shit, right? I got this pistol. It's a bit better, but you're like, I need like bigger. Like I need like volume.
I'm gonna sort of lean against the car just casually and go, how much bigger?
I'm thinking like a submachine gun bigger, like something that like I can just hold the trigger until it goes click. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man. I had a couple different things. Honestly, I don't know if he has them or not, but there's some cool things I've heard. Like when you're passing around things and in dens and like waking up on the street next to people, like you talk. Like I've heard some stories of like big guns.
I'm going to sort of like my arms are gonna be crossed at this point, and sort of a nonchalant expression on my face. I'm just gonna look over to him and just say, okay, right. So you want something to sweep the street effectively? Fair play. I'm not going to let you buy one unless you take it takes some semblance of training. That means
You actually see like Jesse's head do full puppy tilt, like nothing you just said was English to him.
Okay, let me say it another way. I don't want to die because you pull the trigger and shoot me in the back.
I can
So-
shoot well. I just kind of like leave it in the laundry pile for a little bit. Like, what's wrong with that?
Well, the last time I opened the laundry pile, I almost shot my freaking foot off.
Sounds
So,
like
you
you
know,
need training.
Me need
I knew
training.
where it was at.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
I mean, but
I'm gonna lean in close and say, you're having training if you're buying yourself anything that fires more than one round at a time.
but like, you know, like I figured money. I got money. I always
You
wanted
do?
a thing. Like, I got shiny things. Shiny things go boom. So like, I just, you know, you wouldn't let me buy dynamite. At least let me have this.
Oh my
I will
god.
let you buy it so long as you agree to my terms. Otherwise, you might end up like the chap I just caved the chest in with.
I'm just saying, you know, like I am not like an A student. So like,
I will respect the fact you're not a student, but you could still use a brush up. Understand?
fine.
Thank you. I'm glad you
fine.
could see reason.
I'm throwing in C4 on top of this. Let's go.
As you
I'm
guys are
gonna sort of
standing
wa-
there on the sign above you, advertising your wares, you see, you know, it's cycled through products like a MR1 maser rifle. It talks about the benefits in that, and then switches over. Or is your need more suited to an anti-personnel mine? And it cycles through a bunch of weapons as you're standing there.
I thought his out of character. I thought his business on weapons was more discreet than like putting it on a neon sign. Or was I wrong?
It's after hours, yo.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was the case or not. I
So-
just thought like I thought he was gonna be like showing like get
So-
a really crappy VCR.
So you're getting Mark Zuckerberg right now.
Oh.
The sign's advertising to the client.
Interesting.
It's the
Okay.
specific tailored adverts. I like it. Oh,
Love
I like it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So we make our way into Squeeze Place.
Yeah, I'm
Ding,
gonna be
ding, ding,
carrying.
ding.
I'm gonna be carrying somewhat discreetly the extra gear. Obviously, I don't want just any Tom, Dick, or Harry to see us bringing this stuff in, but obviously, you know, I'm then gonna go.
Sure. All right. So Squeezehead whips around. He looks and sees that it's the you know, his new friends, and he hits the buzzer. The door, you know, opens up, and yeah, come on in, guys. What can I help you with today?
Wee,
come bearing
I'm gonna
gifts.
make your night. I
Who's
am
make it
gonna.
right?
Not that way. Like I am gonna like pay for a vacation for you and whoever Mr. or Mrs. Squee is.
How much money do you have tucked away? I mean, let's just sort of whip around.
I just say I fell into some money and I'm looking to spend. Squee, you're my dude. You're my guy. You gonna be my guy?
What are you looking for?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So okay. See, like first off, like I look around and make sure it's just the three of us in here. Like very slyish, meaning like
Very
Just like,
discreet.
Give me
Jesse.
an
Bit
give me
of
an
out.
give me a notice roll.
okay. Ah. That's a 4.
You don't see anybody else in the establishment.
All right. So like, I have this really crappy 6mm I want to get rid of. So that's number 1. The other thing I want to do, I may or may not be looking for something of like the submachine gun variety. Maybe like
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know if you have these or not, but I've been having my eye on an RSP9D. If you have it in stock, I have the credits.
RSP, huh?
Yeah.
I'm looking it up.
It's a submachine gun, costs $2K. It literally is a Ravenlock P90 personal defensive weapon. It has a 100-round clip.
Yeah,
Magazine.
it's the P9D, but it's basically a P90.
Basically, yeah.
I will correct him. Say magazine. just say that. Just,
Yes.
he says it, just magazine.
Yes, Jesse has no idea. It has a horizontal magazine.
All right.
If I was there, I
out
would-
of
I would
character for
have-
a second, I would really like to know where I can see the weapons because I can't see them for some reason.
It's under. So if you go to items,
Do you guys
Yep.
have access to that?
you should see. You should see
Yeah.
melee ranged vehicles. So go to range.
They show nothing for me.
They show nothing.
Yeah,
I
absolutely
had a
nothing.
problem
It's
with that
completely
the
blank.
other day too. If you go to your libraries, did you load interface 0?
Let me double check. How
Or if
would
you go
I-
to module or something, yeah. So go to library and then go to
Library.
modules,
modules.
but bottom left. You should see interface 0 and the player guide. Do they say load or unload?
Aha, yes, load. There
There
we
you
go.
go.
There you go. That happened to me the other week too.
Thanks, lads. There we go.
That should do it.
Suddenly I have weapons. Huzzah.
Yeah.
So I don't want you guys to get tied into those prices because I do want you to
I
remember
know.
that you guys are in a world where you
Yes.
should be buying licenses. So
Mhm.
so we're gonna role play that, okay?
Yeah. I figured it was going to come down to that. But
Whilst
that's
you're
what Jesse
searching-
thinks
Jesse.
he can get.
Jesse,
Yeah.
you know that's a highly illegal gun. You don't have come on, you don't have a license for that, do you?
You think I care about illegal? I don't know how many illegal substances are going through my body right now. I might not even remember this tomorrow.
Oh, you definitely just bought one then. Give me. I just needed you to pay me.
Yeah. I see what you did there. I respect you for it, but no.
Sweet talk 'em. Sweet talk 'em on a price.
I just need to know. Do you even have it? Can I look at one? Can I hold one? Can I I've never like seen one. Do you have it?
So he puts his hands on his counter, makes like an opening book motion, and you see this like neon blue interface open, and he spins a dial around like it's a the virtual dial, and a panel to the right of your head opens, and a P90 just slides out on a tread.
Ooh. Man, I didn't know you had such fancy things.
I'll
Yeah.
look over his shoulder and just go, I haven't seen one of those in a while.
All right, so like, in your world, what does one of these cost?
Tell me what you're thinking, Mr. Rains.
I was thinking, so like, I was hoping maybe we could come into agreement with, where is it? Where's one on? Like, I was thinking about the 2K mark. That's what I can comfortably do for this to ensure that our relationship continues, that our and non-toxic relationship continues. You know, I'm gonna be going undercover, if you didn't know, and like, I just need protection.
I'll be honest with you. I mean, I'm not your dad. I'm not, isn't it here nor there, but you're not going to be able to bring that weapon concealed undercover.
That's what I got this thing for. And I pull out the 9mm. I'm like, I got this. This is for like the other assignments we've been doing.
Watch where you're waving that thing around here.
Please don't wave it around.
It's fine. I'm a trained professional.
Oh my god.
I'm
Sure.
gonna check his
And he's literally like shaking, like
I'll lean in at this point. Just don't worry, I left it unloaded for him.
No, it's not. Shh.
I'm just gonna like just get into my coat and just waggle a magazine.
for those of you listening to the podcast, Jesse Rain just looked down the barrel of the weapon.
Perfectly
To see-
safe. It's how you tell.
Yeah.
It's how you.
One of these days, I'll leave.
I
it
wonder
for
if it's
the-
loaded. Click, click, click.
Funny
Anyway,
story, there's more than enough people whose that was their last word.
Right.
Don't worry, it's not loaded.
Right.
Yeah.
Anton,
So Jesse-
Anton, we're gonna have to talk about a disclaimer before this podcast.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't do anything, Jesse.
that Jesse
Anyway,
Rain does.
Yeah.
Jesse puts it back into where he stowed it before. But don't worry. This is just like the last time we had an altercation with a group of individuals which we wanted to cause death to. I wasn't able to hold up my weight of the group that we've seemingly becoming more and more entwined with your level of business. So I just want to make sure that I can like contribute.
So let me just get this clear. You're saying you weren't able to perform.
From a gun penetration standpoint, yes. Yeah, ha ha ha. Jesse can't perform. Yeah, okay.
Maybe you should slow down on those extracurricular activities. I've heard that can interfere with give people performance issues.
I've never known too many pawnbrokers that try to talk themselves out of a deal.
He has your best interests at heart.
All right, give me a persuasion roll.
Probably a horrifically shitty one. Yes.
Yes.
It is completely unskilled. So
this
let's
is an
roll.
opposed roll.
I'm gonna Benny that. I rolled a 2. I'm
Okay.
gonna drop a few of these since I've had my eye on one of these for a while. Yeah, I'll go with an 8.
That's not bad.
All right,
Yeah.
let me hold on. I gotta.
Oh, Chessy Charm.
I'm gonna Benny that.
You probably should.
I can't. Oh, I tell you what, Jesse. This is what I can do for you.
Work with me here.
How much money you got right now?
I got $2,300 and a trade-in.
What do you got for
Which is-
trade for me?
This little 6 mil. It's about maybe $500, freshly refurbished from this one.
So I'll give you 250 credit for the pistol.
Uh huh.
What'd you say you had for credits?
2,300.
Man's got to eat. I can't take all your money right now. I'll tell you what. This is what I'll do for you.
Uh huh.
Now.
Remember, y'all still got store credit as well.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
How much did you?
920.
Oh, we?
920.
Are you guys dividing it amongst yourselves, or you're just gonna?
Well, we wanted to source it as like our whole crew had it. So if case one of us, like Jesse Raines,
So
wanted
ultimately, the
well,
price
more
is
like-
going to be $26.50 for the P90. All right.
Yeah, you.
That's
Sorry,
the
how much
street.
full credit do we
That's
have again?
that's the street tax on it.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
So if you guys,
Mm.
that's the price that he's offering you with the for the weapon. So if you guys discuss it among yourselves.
And Jesse's gonna be like, that's not. Oh, it's more than.
Sorry, how much store credit do we have again? Sorry, I apologize.
920.
920.
not-
Okay.
$920. I'm just gonna be like, Jesse's gonna be like, I didn't really want to. I didn't really.
You could.
You know what?
you-
Let me think on it. Davey, you have anything you want to shop for?
I do know a
yeah.
guy that could give you a loan if you needed a line of credit.
Don't do it.
I figured that was gonna be his
Do
answer.
not do it.
So it's just that you talk to this one for a little while.
Yeah, why do you, I'm just gonna sort of nudge past him and say, why don't you consult the rest of the lads? If you do have some store credit after all, maybe they'll feel charitable before going.
But like I was trying to do their own money. Just
I'll go towards Squeak. Right, let's do some business, shall we? Whilst he's deliberating over buying God knows what, I've got a couple of these. I'm gonna put down the two spare. It was two spare pistols that we had acquired.
Because
And
you
also-
took one, Jesse took one,
yeah.
and there were two left
had
over
one.
that nobody
Yeah,
wanted.
so I'm
Okay.
I'm gonna put the two HT9s on the counter, and then I'm gonna also grab my Glock. Look at it, sort of think about it, and I'll put that down too.
All right, so 250 each. He offers you 250 each for the HKs. Let's see. I'm gonna give a. Do you remember how much you originally spent on that? How much I originally charged you?
On the Glock.
it was like half of the cost of an actual.
That's
Glock.
what I thought, right?
Yeah. Because it was well worn, basically, so we halved it.
We equated it to the Street Tucker, so it'd be 500.
500. So he offers you 250 for that as well. So total of 750.
Okay. So I'm gonna sell those. I'm gonna put the credit the two HTs to the group account balance, I guess. So our store credit.
Okay.
And the 250
Noted.
goes to me directly because it's my pistol.
Okay. So what I'm going to start doing, I'm going to start keep tracking on Squee's character sheet, and
Mhm.
we'll do it that way. That'll be the easiest way.
Okay, I'll let you handle it then. because I was handling it before.
Yeah, if you
So I'm
want to
gonna
as
add-
well, just like it's one of those things. If I miss something and you see it, yeah.
So
All right.
I'll-
So NPC squee. So it was 920 originally.
1420 now.
920 for. And then David sold him 3 pistols for 750. Oh, 500 because he took.
Yeah, so so I've credited 250 to me and then 500 to the group balance. Cool.
So with the HT, he also did 25 or 254. Or did he do
Yeah.
something more than that?
So the both HTs were worth 250 each, so 500 total, and then my Glock was worth 250. So the 500's gone to the group kitty because they weren't mine to own, and the Glock being my original pistol that I've replaced, I've taken the 250 from that and put it to my personal account.
Does it matter that the HT is double the price of the Street Talker, which is what we're basing it off of? I just didn't know if the HTs would be worth more if there's something else going on.
No.
Okay.
I'm working within the rule set of the weapons I'm providing. It's kind of.
Gotcha.
It
I
is
just
a
wanted
lot
to
of-
make sure I wasn't
yeah.
missing something.
Yep.
But I just wanted to make sure I wasn't like missing how the values are being calculated. Okay. Thank you.
With that, all that transaction completed, I'm going to say, so gift born and business done. I do, or rather, I am in the market for a little extra protection. Let's say this jacket. I'm going to sort of open it, and you're going to see the fact it's, it's lined with some armor in it. It's not too bad, but I could use something a little bit. I could use something for the legs, etc. What have you got in stock, my good man?
All right. Is there something in
So-
particular you will be looking for?
So I am looking for now. Gosh, James, you suggested something last time we played that was supposed to be like an undersuit or something. It protected my arms and my legs, and it went underneath the jacket, so it stacked.
Yeah, the armor itself was.
ED Under Armor.
Yeah, it was something like that. It's basically something you could wear the jacket on top of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
covers
stacked armor.
torso, torso,
remember when
arms,
you're looking
legs,
at the
back.
pricing in the book too, if it's not interface zero pricing,
Yeah,
it's times 10.
An extra 0.
Yeah.
It's interface zero.
It's
Uh, It's ED Under Armor. It's
Oh, here
it
we
covers
go.
torso, arms, and legs, and it adds a +1 bonus to the whole thing.
Yeah.
to
So
the armor.
I'll basically say I'm looking for an ED under. So have you got an ED Under Armor suit available at all?
ED. Is it like ED, like Edward David?
Yeah, ED. Yeah.
Edward David. Yeah.
Under Armour. Okay. And this is coming from. I'm trying to see what set this is coming from.
There's also the entourage suit,
Uh,
the combat vest, the
Yeah, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to
business
improve my protection without at the moment at least compromising my
the
otherwise street look, so
Yeah.
I blend in.
ED is cyber, so that's fine.
Yeah, so it'd be 1,500. And there's no street tax on that because it's not a controlled item. So that would be straight cost. 1,500.
Okay. So yeah, I would like to purchase that for 1,500 credits. That's
All right.
okay.
Delete the credits from your thing and I will drop it on. I'll drop it in the. I will drop it on your character sheet.
Thank you, sir. Right, 2650, 1,500. So I am now with 1,150 credits remaining.
That's the thing about the Under Armour is that it specifically says it stacks with armor too. So
Yeah, that's
That
the
way
reason
you-
I wanted it. So
that way you
Oh.
have your biker jacket, which is +2 armor, plus ED armor, which gives you another additional +1. So
it'd be very tasty indeed.
There you go. It's on your character now.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
And with that, I'm just going to say, well, that's me done for today. But I'll be back for that power armor of yours. Looking around a shoulder, seeing if I can see it.
I'm keeping it nice and shined for you, Mr. Greyson.
Well, just satisfy an old soldier's curiosity. What would it take to secure that?
A lot of credits.
Okay, how much? Do I have something to work toward? Let's say.
I gotta look it up. That's armor.
Sorry.
No worries.
Is
I don't. There's different tiers, but a commando. Again, there's a. So the base cost is for like this unit I have, this commando scout powered armor is 750,000 credits plus be a 20% street tax on it, because let's be honest, who's walking around down here with power armor? You know what I mean?
Well,
So,
I mean, I could. I'll smirk.
I mean, you could, but it's gonna be noticed.
Yes.
And then when they
unfortunately.
finally take you down, they're gonna ask you where you got it, and you know.
Yes, all right, fair enough. Look, that just reminds me of the old days. That's all. Fair enough, my old man. Fair enough. And sort of, I'll.
Oh, it goes all the way up to 22 million. Oh, there's a bunch of them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, not something I'm gonna get right this second, at least.
You don't have 22 million credits on you?
No. Let me put it to you this way. The military doesn't pay exceptionally well, and the Greyson family wealth is no longer what it used to be.
Fair enough. Well, I'll keep the dust off it for when you're ready.
Oh, I'll be back for it at some point. You guarantee that. And I'll sort of back off and I'll just go, hey, Jesse, have you decided what you're going to do with your P90 yet?
Well, wait, didn't Lontok say he was gonna like reward us if we got this next thing done?
Yes. Although we have no idea what or how he's going to reward us. He just said he will reward us. You know what he's like. He works in mysterious ways, head of a family. You know what he's like.
Remind me when I do my wrap up. I want to say something, okay? Just remind me at this point right here.
Sure. Okay. I'm gonna hold off until I can afford it. Unfortunately, this is a terrible world we live in where people can't buy P90.
High-powered military-grade weaponry. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it's such a terrible world.
I really want it. It's I'm just gonna wait. I got this 9mm. It's fine. It's an upgrade anyway.
I'm going to sort of like show again, open my jacket to show mine in my holster and say, I do use the same weapon, you know. It's perfectly acceptable. Trust me.
It's not the same.
If you really want to be more effective, and I'm sort of grit my teeth like this, I'll give you some lessons.
It's fine. I'm fine. I'm gonna save my money. I'm gonna save my money until I can get the thing I want.
Well, that I'm going to look over at Squee and say thank you for your business as always, sir. I trust all of our conversations are confidential.
Gentlemen, part of the premium you pay in here for those kind of weapons is the silence that goes with it. Be safe on the streets of Boston tonight, and we wish you well.
With that, I'll round out. I'll immediately equip this. Well, it's under armor, so I'll probably equip it back at the place. But anyway, I'll carry the armor out and get in the car, basically.
All right. So as you guys walk out into the street, one thing catches your eye: the smoke coming from underneath Jesse's car. What? And with that, our connection to the Nexus closes.
Oh, come on.
Hi guys. Hi.
All right.
Well, hey, at least
remind him about that moment.
What's up?
You told us to remind you of that moment.
Yes. When I'm doing my recap, I'll start tonight.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, I'll start tonight. So, this is the first time we get to play in a couple weeks, and I'm really excited. I thought we were gonna get farther than we went tonight, but we didn't. But I still had a lot of fun. We had a little more of a limited time to play tonight, but I still found the role play and the things we did tonight fun. One of my favorite mechanics as a DM is to say, I'll take care of you. And I like to see how the party reacts to that. So that's what I was referencing because Jesse you guys brought it up. Nobody asked for a firm amount. So for somebody who might be a little, shades of gray, you know what I mean? maybe he's seeing what he can get away with, that kind of thing. So I just found that I find that fun to play. So it's just me. But guys, I'd like to get some thoughts from you guys. Let's start with Zero. Zero, what are you thinking? What's your character thinking right now, and what are you thinking about tonight?
Zero had a lot of fun kind of messing with the guy. He doesn't like people screwing around with good, innocent people. It's a huge pet peeve of his. And being able to torment and get under this guy's skin and really make him shake in his boots really was rewarding for the dealings and the issues that these guys have done to this entire apartment. So that was really kind of cool. He's really, really wary about this meeting, and he took really careful time and meticulous planning to kind of set up the whole thing with the nest that he's going to be setting up for this meeting, because it's setting off all the wrong alarms in his head. You know what I mean? But he can't wait to get Lorna back. He can't wait for this to be over and get back to a sense of normalcy, if you can call it that.
Yeah.
But I'm having fun with it. It's great. It's such an interesting story. The way it's moving and the ebb and flow is just it's exactly what I want out of a Cyberpunk game.
Awesome. David Greyson.
Guns. I like guns. And I have bought new armor. I'm actually quite glad of the armor. In all genuine seriousness, it'll be extremely useful, but still not compromise the current, at least in this stage of the story, being a little more discreet, let's say, and not wandering around in lovely, glorious, shiny power armor. Anyway, I'm always a bit. I mean, I've got a new pistol and I've got new armor, so I can't really complain. I hope that I'll be able to get something else gun-wise, but right now I'm good. With regards to the story, because of limited runtime tonight, we didn't get as far as you said, but I feel like we've made progress, and it's just nice to be back and get into the swing of it. I think if anything, this was a nice way of getting back into it after a couple of weeks off, getting back into the swing of the story, the role play, all the rest of that business, and get back into our characters. So yeah, I was happy with tonight.
Excellent. Dr. James Dunn.
It was good. I've been waiting to scare the pants off of somebody. Like I'm trying to find that line, because Dunn's a pacifist, and the way that I've interpreted it as a pacifist is that he doesn't, if he can prevent people from dying, he's going to prevent people from dying. He doesn't like to see people die.
Except Dark.
Except Dark. But Dark is also like, it's like having that moral code where, like, if somebody's like checked off all of the boxes of being like not worthy,
yes,
like not worth living,
yeah,
he has checked every single box for David for James Dunn. He's just like, I'm not going to pull the trigger, but I don't mind setting him up in a position where somebody else could.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So personally, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm trying to get more people involved and trying to get the whole group to be like, hey, who else could help us with this situation? To try to diversify a little bit more to get more people active. But I'm personally having a lot of fun. I'm glad we're back. Hopefully we can do this again tomorrow, next Monday.
We will be doing this next Monday.
Tomorrow, definitely tomorrow.
Definitely tomorrow.
So so that being said, what I'm gonna try to do, even if something comes up, like if we can do something like this to play around it, you know what I mean? Like get some time in, like that's the goal right now. So that's my goal as a DM, to try to do that for everybody. So who's next? Let's go to Jesse Rains.
Ooh, so yeah, Jesse at this point, he just had a really terrible day that's got even worse. Can't even get the thing he wanted to do, the one thing that would pick up his spirits, getting some retail therapy.
Drugs?
Well, that's too, but that's after he gets home. He doesn't keep all of his stash on him. But like he has a bad day, he wanted some retail therapy, couldn't do it, and now either his car's picked up a smoking habit or something is awry, and he is not sure which one. But it will be very interesting to see exactly what happens, because he doesn't remember it smoking when they went in. But yeah, I'm having fun. This was definitely needed. It went about exactly the way I hoped it was gonna go. I fully expected everyone to throw Jesse into the fire with this, and Jesse was the type of person that would gladly volunteer. So I am very excited to see how the meeting plays out.
Me too.
Anton.
Yeah, it's always good to be here on a Monday. Like, it's always been a bit, it's a bit weird for me because if sometimes I look at my phone, like, because I normally have like a nap before the session just because of the time zone.
Yep.
And sometimes I'll wake up, look at it, it's like, okay, back to bed. But yeah, it's always nice. Like even then, like it's always nice being here.
Yeah.
One thing a lot of DMs do to me is they tend to pull me aside a lot and say, you were really quiet this session. You didn't say, are you okay? Is something wrong? It's just like, I'm just having so much fun listening to other people that I just forget to talk sometimes. Like, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Like, I was perfectly happy to just chill, watch everything happen, and I'm more than happy to just sit and like just watch everyone's dynamic work. Just the whole torture thingy was just the verbal torture was hilarious to me.
Excellent.
Yeah, and I'm just excited. As always, I'm excited to see where it goes next. There's just so many rabbit holes to fall into with this story, and I'm just always excited to see what's next.
Awesome. All right, guys. So my name is Mike. I am the Nexus Administrator for Neural Nexus Zero. This is the How I Nerd channel. We do TTRPG content here. Sunday nights is our flagship show, Tabletop Tavern 1. Monday nights is Neural Nexus Zero. Wednesday night is Tabletop Tavern 2, our second high fantasy game played using the Pathfinder system. And Thursdays, we have a week, like a nerd talk. Luna runs a roundtable discussion with other people in the TTRPG community, and it's a phenomenal show, and she's doing an awesome job with that. We are currently working on our 5th and 6th productions for the channel. The next one to come to the channel is going to be a Star Wars-based Fantasy Flight Games run by our resident crackhead Jesse Rains, Crystal Method, Atomic Zero, and we are very excited because the progress on that game. But we will see you Wednesday night. What we're going to do now is we're going to go show some love to the Dice Tyrants. They are a member of the Storytellers Union, so I'm going to kick off that raid. We'll get that going. They are playing, I believe, James's homebrew today, or Ty's homebrew tonight. It's a great system. If you enjoy their content, drop them a like, show them some love. Otherwise, let them know where you're coming from. My name is Mike, and this is the How I Nerd channel, and we'll see you next week in the Nexus. Bye, guys.